1 mile for the Bet365 Asia Cup. And just driven in the early stages was Hand of God to get a good position, and that's worked a treat because he's responded and comes through to lead the field at the end of the first furlong. Hand of God leads. Cuban Tiger sits in second place. Blue Lemons is next, and then Royal Supremacy and Cracking Gold at the back of the field is our early back marker as they continue to race down the back straight, and the turn out of the back straight approaches in just 100 metres time, with Hand of God leading in towards the turn from Blue Lemons up on the outside of Cuban Tiger. Royal Supremacy in fourth place, and only a neck away, fifth and last, is Cracking Gold as the runners then turn in towards the home straight. About to come past the half-mile marker. 4 furlongs to run then. Hand of God leading still by a length and a bit to Blue Lemons and Cuban Tiger, who are together second and third. To the outside of the field of 5 is Royal Supremacy, but he's just staying in behind Blue Lemons for the time being. Back marker is Cracking Gold as they move on uphill now with 2.5 furlongs left to go. The leader, Hand of God, over on the far side running rail. Cuban Tiger's trying to put him under pressure to the outside. Wider still Blue Lemons, taking a while for Royal Supremacy to pick up in behind them, and likewise Cracking Gold. The leader is still Hand of God as they race up towards the furlong marker. In second place is Blue Lemons. Now staying on is Royal Supremacy and also Cracking Gold. Hand of God's going to have to really fight for this because he's got challenges everywhere. Blue Lemons and Royal Supremacy. Hand of God from Blue Lemons and Royal Supremacy. Hand of God, he was very tough. Won the Asia Cup by a neck or so. Hand of God saw off Blue Lemons and Royal Supremacy with Cracking Gold in behind them and Cuban Tiger last.
Hand of God has won. Ryan Moore on board him for the first time and guides him to victory, having made all for Harry Charlton, continuing that good run. Now the monitor is, the sun's bouncing off our monitor, but it does look like Blue Lemons has cut second ahead of Royal Supremacy. So that's Joe Levy riding for Richard Hannon in second, and Royal Supremacy is Sheen Murphy and Andrew Balding. A photo, though, is officially announced, so I will hang fire before confirming that with the sun bouncing off our monitor here. I can just about make out the winner, though, and at this point I thought he was going to win more comfortably than he actually did. The 2 chasers were tenacious, but so was he.
Yeah, very much so. I mean, I think it is the performance of a horse that will want 1.25 miles to be showing his best form this season, but he's travelled well under a positive ride. He didn't quite quicken a way to seal the deal as it looked like he might do, the way that he was travelling, but he's really ground it out, toughed it out, and shown a likeable attitude from the front, hasn't he? So I think it's a good performance. The handicapper won't be putting him up too much, given that there's not too much between the first 3 horses home in a 5-runner race. He might get a £3 or £4 rise for it, and I think that will leave him a well-handicapped horse. But Ryan Moore knew what he wanted to do straight away, proactive from the stalls, gets the lead, stacks them up a little bit down the back straight, but he does handle the turn well. He does travel strongly to the 2-pole, and then, like I say, he doesn't really quicken to a set, but he's always doing enough.
Yeah, he slid round the bend nicely, and as Andrew Cooper, the Clark Corson Director of Racing, was suggesting, they're racing a horse's width off that inside rail where he feels the ground is softer.
Yeah, that down the back straight, they were keen to not go hard up against the rail, weren't they, for certain. Cracking Gold, Ross Orion has tried to settle him at the back of the field. He settled okay, but his finishing effort wasn't really there, and you know, it might just be that a strong pace over 7 is